So I'm back over the Mackinac Bridge on the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. It's windy today. Boy, I tell you, driving over that bridge was, I had probably less than 30 miles an hour. I just kind of got behind the truck behind me and just took my time. Beautiful view, though, on that bridge. That thing is 5 miles long, a little bit more than 4.5 feet. And it's about as high, maybe not quite as the one we have in Charleston, South Carolina. But it's right there between where Lake Huron goes to Lake Michigan. So, and I'm actually at a park here. Just stop real quick, roadside. I'll take a view of the lake. It'd be cool. Look at that. That's a lake. It's like a damn ocean. That is crazy. Mackinac River. It's right in the Lake Superior, which is to our right, that way. The wind's real heavy on Lake Michigan today. Look at that. The waves. It's rough like the ocean. Look how rough it is. That's a lake. That is crazy. Yeah, what's up, my friends? Just jumping on real quick here. It's been really driving all day. Holland, Michigan was kind of a bust. Wasn't a whole lot to it. It was a really nice town, though. I recommend going, maybe go see the windmill gardens. So there's an actual windmill, as I said earlier, that was brought in from Amsterdam and some other stuff years ago, and it's real, and they have some history behind it. I just didn't feel like touring or going into it. I just was, driving through to see what it was all about. I drove the northern peninsula today, and it was so nice, except the rain and the wind was ridiculous. But I'm glad I drove it. I drove that one time over the Mackinac Bridge. Oh, the wind was heavy. I probably didn't even get near to 30 miles an hour. I was just creeping with some trucks 5 miles long. Had to pay that $4 again to get over that damn bridge, but we did it. But I could tell it's... Some of that stuff's seasonal in the summer. They probably do well. Some of those places, there's not a lot going on. Then you see a lot of little motels and cottage stuff that are all dilapidated and closed up. They didn't quite make it. It's sad. It's just hit and miss. You see national forests, a lot of places to stop, these parking areas with a view of the lake. And then you see golf courses and recreation, tons of campgrounds. I mean, this whole trip through here, you've got campgrounds everywhere you go. If you were one to travel to stay in campgrounds and that's all you wanted to do, you got plenty to do. And that's everywhere I've gone. There have been places you can stop and park for the night if you want to do that. It's really cool, or you can do like I'm doing. You'd save a ton of money and stay in the ones by choice. Of course, there's a couple places I'm going to have to stay, like Los Angeles. That's already taken care of. Vegas, I don't know how long I'll be there. I would definitely be staying in one there. It depends on the heat and a lot of things. I just don't know. I've spent a lot of time in Vegas. I like it there. I want to go see once. I haven't gone to see some of Lake Mead, but Hoover Dam. I want to go do that. I was like, I'd like to drive to Reno and go see that, but with the fires, I just can't do it. It's so sad. I hope those fires, they can get them out before it hits Tahoe and all that. It's not good. I haven't kept up with that, so I don't know how bad it is right now, but that's so sad. Oh, God. And maybe they can get control of that, But anyway, I'm tired. I got early this morning. I bet I got up 6 o'clock, 5:36. It wasn't even daylight. I went and got coffee, and I was on the road close to 6:45, and went to Holland, and then I shot back up. I just cut across a highway out of Grand Rapids to 75 and shot up. I couldn't get through. There was a bunch of stuff going on with construction, some things that were closed off for the Coastal Line Road, even though day before yesterday drove a lot of the coastline on the lake, drove all of it for the northern Upper Peninsula. And in fact, I'm staying still kind of right before Wisconsin in the bottom edge of the northern peninsula tonight at a Walmart. And I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'll go into Wisconsin, and I will probably end up staying somewhere around in Iowa or something. And I'm that close. I want to go tour Winnebago, and I think I'm going to shoot over to Forest City, Iowa. And then I'll cut down. I'm going to call tomorrow, see if there's tours, and I'm going to go see Winnebago. I think it'd be so cool. I want to go tour that place. And You'll definitely see that. That would be cool. So anyway, I'm going to get off. I'm drag-ass tired. I'm going to get some sleep. I think why I didn't sleep well is I took my vitamin right before I went to bed. I cannot take that vitamin. Like those 3 vitamins, they'll keep you awake. Those whole food vitamins are great. They're massive. But, you know, they hype you up and you don't realize it. So anyway, I thank you for watching. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to go through, I don't know how much I'm going to stop really in Wisconsin. I'm going to go through Green Bay and around that leg. And then we're going to shoot across maybe to Forest City, Iowa and down. I want to see that famous bridge south of Des Moines in Winterset. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that bridges in Madison County was found in. We got to go see that. We're going to be passing it. Why not? So anyway, thank you again, and we'll see you on the next. Be cool. Good morning, my friends. I hope that you are well today, whatever time it may be that you're watching this. I spent the night at the Walmart in Escanaba, Michigan, which is like the last, it's like where over the upper peninsula where it dips down towards Wisconsin. So it was about 100 miles from the Wisconsin border. Kind of a Michigan kind of hooks over the top of Wisconsin and scoops down. So woke up, it's 48 degrees this morning. I had to put my jacket on, but I'm ready to take it off. So as soon as I stop here, I'm going to get this thing off. But yeah, it was chilly this morning. I was like, oh man, it's got to be colder than 56. I think it said it was 56 degrees inside the van here, but it was 48 outside. Got my coffee made. There were no coffee shops around me, and I was just wanting to make my own coffee this morning. It's fine. And gonna get on it. So driving towards Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're gonna just drive through there. Not sure if there's much going on in Wisconsin, except maybe trying to find true Wisconsin cheese curd or something. We'll figure that out. I've got to know about Wisconsin cheese curds, not the ones from Culver's, which I'm sure are good, but I'm talking authentic cheese curd. You know, like they say, you know, when in Wisconsin, the cheeseheads there, man, they know where it's all at. They do indeed. And I think what we're gonna do today, because we're so close to Iowa, we're going to call Winnebago. And I'm going to see if I can do a tour of the Winnebago plant. I think it would be cool. We're going to go shoot a couple hours to shoot over there to Forest City, Iowa, see the plant. Love to see some of these new models and walk through them, but they have a museum there. I think it'd be cool. From what the said on Google, I don't know to what degree. I have, however, been to the RV Hall of Fame, which was in 2019 in Elkhart, Indiana. I highly recommend you go see that. If you're traveling, man, the RV Hall of Fame Museum was so cool. I sat there and talked to a guy. I've got some footage of this somewhere. I don't even know if I posted it. I may have. Cannot remember, but talked to a guy who's collected these little, almost like Matchbox cars, but they're all RVs and stuff. And just thousands. He goes, I have no room at the house, and they let me keep them here. And he said his wife just had enough of all these boxes of toy cars, like little RVs, little replicas. It was amazing. It was fascinating. You know, a lot of the stuff that he had, and what his collection consisted of. It was so cool. It really was. But anyway, to my left is Lake Michigan. As you can see, we're going over the west side of Lake Michigan. I call it the Michigan Ocean. Gosh. You see these videos earlier, I was driving over the upper peninsula, you'd have seen, it's just, the water was so rough, it was like an ocean, all those waves and the wind and everything. So when I drove over the upper peninsula yesterday, it was just wind and rain, you know, but it was a good drive. I'm glad, great drive. I'm so glad that I got to drive that. I think if I would have taken the ferry yesterday, it would have been a rough ride, ship or boat ride, or however big that ferry was. And it just probably was just much easier to just take the drive. I mean, I didn't want to go through all those hoops and complications at all. I didn't want to do it. So, but being that it may, we're driving here, and we're going to cut you in on the cool, see where it goes. Until then, Seguin's Cheese in Marinetta, Wisconsin.
Continue on US 41 South for 12 miles.
I hear you, hush. Well, as they say, when in Rome, and she said that the same thing when I walked into. I'm in Marinetta, Wisconsin, not Michigan. I may have said that in that video, and the last one showing the sign. But first town you come over is you're coming into Wisconsin, and you're in cheese country. I'm telling you what. So I had to get an education on what a true cheese curd was. Now, mind you, Culver's has them deep fried, and they're not fresh. But I got them fresh, and she said, well, you wait for them to get room temperature, and she said when you eat them, they'll squeak. Okay. So cheese curds are the first process that comes out before they become a block. And Seguin's cheese curds, and these are dill and garlic. She goes, you smell the garlic, but you taste the dill. So, oh man, so $7.39 for a bag of these. So when you kind of eat them, room temperature, you keep them if I could talk, keep them refrigerated. So, you gotta experience in cheese country. And man, I'll tell you, I always showed a quick video, but they make all their cheeses fresh. I mean, the lady was back there making all that stuff, and so cool. It really was. So I'll tell you, when you come to Wisconsin, and there'll be other places I'm sure too, but I had to stop because I don't know what direction in Wisconsin I'm going to be going. I know I'm going to Iowa, so we'll see. So I'm going to try one of these. Yep, smell the garlic, but we might taste the dill. Now these aren't quite the room temperature, but pretty good. Well, folks, I honestly think this is my verse cheese curd. These are good. Can't eat a bunch at once. It's like early. Very good. That's very good. We're going to put these in the refrigerator and save some for later. It took me a while to eat them. Oh boy, that is good. Now all I need to do is go get a deep fried one at Culver's when I'm home or whenever, and I'll have had both. Yeah, she kind of looked at me funny. She was like that in Culver's. Like, yeah, I know it's fast food, but I wanted to really know and get an education on a true cheese curd. So there you go, folks. Cheese from Wisconsin. Gotta love it. Alright, cheeseheads, there's your stadium. If you're a Green Bay Packers fan, there it is. Driving through Green Bay, Wisconsin, driving around a little bit. I tell you, man, the state of Wisconsin's so clean and nice. The people are nice.
In a quarter mile at the traffic circle, take the first exit and stay on West Mason Street.
My GPS would kind of chill for a second. As you saw earlier, I was in Marinetta, if I pronounced that right. Nice, cool town. But that cheese shop was so cool. I mean, we're talking fresh-made cheese. Doesn't get any better than that, folks. Very, very good cheese, I'm here to tell you. And everything's just clean. I mean, Green Bay's a small city. I mean, for having one of the biggest football teams, franchises in the world, one of the smallest cities in America. It's, I guess technically it'd be like a blue-collar type city, but it's just clean. It's small, it's nice, and people have pride here. I'm telling you, they do. They really do. And I am heading now to Forest City, Iowa. We're doing the Winnebago tour tomorrow morning. It's going to be cool.
Exit the traffic circle onto West Mason Street.
It ought to be real cool. I got it reserved. You have to...
feet at the traffic circle, continue straight to stay on West Mason Street.
So for Winnebago, you've got to reserve it. They do it Monday through Friday. They do not do Saturday tours. And
in 500 feet at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto the I-41 South ramp.
All right, give me 1 second. Now Winnebago has spots free of charge. You can stay at their welcome center.
Exit the traffic circle onto the ramp.
And hang on 1 second here. Okay, we're doing it. I should have gotten through this and then turned the camera on. My bad. Anyway, Winnebago has spots there at the welcome center free of charge, hookups. You can stay there, and it's supposed to be really nice. And I really want to go see this. I think it'd be so cool. Winnebago is a great company, regardless of what a lot of people might say on
Continue on
YouTube.
I-41 for 34 miles.
Listen, I don't care what RV manufacturer you buy an RV from. You're going to have little adjustments and issues. I don't care what it is. I heard it said best that you own the coach, don't let it own you. Just, things are going to pop and break because you're in a moving earthquake. This van here, I built it. Things like you saw the other day, I changed smoke detector. Hey, you got to do that at home. Why not? But Winnebago's a great company. They've been around since about 1958, I think, and the people in Forest City are just very welcoming and nice, and we're going to go see it. Hey, like you always say, like the lady said this morning at the cheese shop, when in Rome. That's what we're going to do. So off to Forest City, Iowa we go. Look at all these Winnebago RVs. I'm in Forest City, Iowa here at Litzen RV. I want one so bad. That's going to be my upgrade from the van. This is cool. Let's look around. Closest dealer to Winnebago Enterprises. Alrighty, my friends. I am staying the night here in the Winnebago Rally Grounds. I'm going for the tour in the morning. I'm going to tour the factory. It's pretty cool. I got to be there about 8:45 in the morning. But there are some RVs over here going through service, and they've got their spots assigned. I asked the guy about staying here. Look at these dogs. I asked the guy about staying here, and he's like, sure, just, first come, first serve. And he said, you're fine if they're all filled up, park, wherever behind over there. So I just called like they told me to do, told them where I was at, and I didn't know. I wasn't going to take the gravel spots because I didn't know if people were already assigned to them, so I'm out of the way. That's the way you do it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just staying here tonight anyway, but when they have their rally here each year, man, there's a lot of spots. It's just unbelievable. All these RV spots, hundreds of them. It's a big event each year. If you own a Winnebago and you come to the rally each year, it's pretty cool. And you get off 35 when you come from 90 down towards Des Moines. It's about just over the state line, close to Minnesota. You've got a little highway that takes you right in Forest City. And I just was at Litzen RV, and there's RVs everywhere. You wouldn't even think there was a shortage of some of these dealers, but they're behind on this deal. And it's certain things that can or can't get, and it just pisses me off, but it'll get better. But I'm going to go by Litzen tomorrow on my way out. I want to go see some of these RVs. I want to go into one of those Echoes. I want to go in these Travados. I want to look around. I want to sit in them. I want to look. Because when I sell my van, my upgrade is probably going to be something like that. I was looking at the Thor Sequence 20As and stuff, but when I go back to RV, it'll be something cool, I hope. Depending on what I do, I think it'd be cool. So, but be it that it may, we'll see you guys in the morning. And I'm going to chill out here. Guess I'm going to get some music done. And we'll see you then. Thanks. I tell you, I'm sitting here at the Winnebago rally grounds here because I'm going to the tour in the morning. It's so quiet and peaceful out here. It's so nice. There's about 8 to 10 RVs out here. I think they're all going in for service, as I said earlier. And there's showers, bathrooms, but I don't know if they have hot water. I may not need to get a shower if there's no hot water. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. We'll hit us a Planet Fitness tomorrow. One night isn't going to hurt me, indeed. But the weather is just so nice. And I'm enjoying it. That's the first time just sitting out on the edge of my van here, just enjoying the weather. It's cool. It's so peaceful. So we shall see. We'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to chill out here. And I don't know if they're going to allow video and film. I mean, a video, one of my titles said. Don't know if they're going to allow pictures and video and such in the tour. There's a bunch on YouTube. We'll see. They probably will. And then I'll leave there and I'll go over to Litson RV because I want to go look at some of those RVs. I'd like to talk to those guys, pick their brain a little bit before I head out. So, hey, when in Rome. I hear Litson RV is a great outfit. They really are. We shall see, folks.